questions.
What was going on offensively tonight? I mean, once again, you struggled to get anything going.
Struggled all year, really. If we can't create open floor opportunities by being disruptive defensively in the half court, we've just struggled to shoot the ball. 4 for 22 today. And again, with the naked eye, I thought we had the right guys shooting the right shots. So we've struggled. We came in. I think this is. I've said this to the team. I've said it publicly. I believe this is my 5th year here, and to this point, it's by far the worst offensive executing team I've had. I just don't think we're executing right. I don't think we're sharp. We don't. I call it force. Play with force. I don't think we screen great. We don't roll great. I think our timing's off. I think sometimes we pass when we should shoot, and we shoot when we should pass, and we don't really have a vocal point offensively to try to get the ball. But having said all that, coming in today, we were still averaging around 84 points per game, shooting 48 from the field. Our turnovers are down. We're doing a good job on the offensive glass. We're getting to the free throw line at a decent rate. Our three-point shooting has been bad all year, from going 0 for 10 against Vermont. And we've had a few moments where we made a few, but it's been an issue all year. But our issue is defensively. Today, I thought in the second half, the zone bought us some time. Thought we had some big stops at the end to give ourselves a chance, but I thought the game was kind of decided. We had an opportunity to steal it right there at the end. We're down by 5. A.J. Vasquez, one of our senior players, who's preseason all-league guy, was an conference tournament guy last year. He drives baseline, turns it over. Then we come back down, and we got Yaks, and Yaks trying to go high-low, and we turn it over. We had back-to-back turnovers in a 5-point game with under 3 to play when they were we could really put some game pressure on them. So it's just kind of been the story of our season.
Andy, how was the locker room?
It's down. It should be down. Should be embarrassed. I mean, I'm the coach here, but I also played here, and I think that adds a little different perspective. This is beneath the standard. I've been telling them, though. And they talk and have a player meeting. This is not good enough. It's not good enough.
Do you think leadership is still lacking with this team?
I don't know.
It's early.
It's not early. I mean, we're 25, 26, 27% done with the season. We just don't play with enough edge. There's not enough sense of urgency. I have a hard time understanding it. And some of it is just immaturity in a defense mechanism. I mean, I get it. Sometimes you put off this air like you don't care because you just don't know how to react to adversity. But I told them, and I've told them for weeks now, you know what adversity does? That adversity introduces a man to himself. That's what adversity does. And they've been introduced to that, and we'll see how they respond.
With Yaks, in the tournament you had there, you got in foul trouble a lot. All 3 games, you got in foul trouble again today. It seemed like early in the season he wasn't doing that. And what's the difference in these last 3 or 4 games?
People are obviously going at him. I think maybe a little more so than they did last year. He's a focal point for the other team's defense because they want him out of the game. And then he actually just got to be smarter in understanding that and not put himself in harm's way. We hop around. We seem indecisive, which is maddening to a coach. And we're just really indecisive with the ball, without the ball. And his 3rd foul, I put him back in. Usually I would not, but we're just desperately trying to hang in there in the first half, and I wouldn't have put him back in, but I did. And then he just lost his discipline. He hopped on a shot fake, and then off a drive, body on body. That guy was searching his body, and he wasn't vertical. Picks up his 3rd, and then I can't start him to start the second half. We kind of hang in there. I thought he was good for us down the stretch, but we need all these guys, man. Yaks, Chris, A.J. Butter. We need them all playing to the level that we believe that they're capable on a consistent level, because that's what this team needs. It's in dire need of production and consistency as it relates to leadership.
Played some guys today that you generally don't play with, Marquise.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot more of that. I'm not. I wanted to make this crystal clear. This is not okay with me, and so we're going to start making a lot of changes because what we're getting as it relates to the opportunities. With those opportunities come a lot of responsibilities, and I don't think those responsibilities are getting met to the level that we need them to in order to win games. That's the bottom line, right? And we're not doing our job. So there's a lot of opportunities. We're usually playing about 9 guys. Today we went 10, 11. The only 2 that did not get in were the 2 freshmen. So 11 guys got in. We've got to have some guys that step up and show that they want to be a part of the solution.
Is that changes in the way you practice too? I mean, it changes in kind of all aspects like that?
Yeah, well, everybody practices, so we'll continue to try to find a way to help this team. But in those games, you're going to have to earn those minutes in practice. I typically lean more towards veteran returners because they have a substantiated body of work that you're always going to give them the benefit of the doubt. But then when you're 9 games in and you're seeing plays that are not winning plays from some of your upperclassmen, I think it would be foolish for the coach not to look for alternatives.
Coach, through 9 games again, you're 4-5. Do you see a similar trajectory as you do last year? And if not, what's stopping this team from being last year?
I'm just trying to get to 5 wins. I don't know what this team's trajectory is. I did not think that we would be having the issues that we have had early in the season with this group. Last year's group was inexperienced. This year's group's not. I've said it before. I really believe, just being completely transparent, is these guys have not embraced hard. It's hard to win. And we've taken, we want to remember the cliff notes of last season and remember all the good things. And there were a lot of good things, but we forget about the hard and battling through the hard. And if you forget about the hard, guess what happens? Hard's going to remind you. And that's what's happened. And it really is exaggerated when you shoot the ball so poorly. I think coming into this game, we were right around 30% from 3. A field goal efficiency rate was in the bottom 20%, third of college basketball. And tonight we go 4 for 22. So a lot of things really get exaggerated when you're missing shots. So I don't want to overreact. We don't have bad guys. We have not found a way to battle our way through with our inefficiencies. Thank you.